Hello friends, welcome to the Cat Scrappiness YouTube channel. Katie here, and today I'm going to show you how to create this fun happy birthday card using the new Sunspots A2 background die. So the other products I've got here is the Happy Summer die. This is newly released. And then I've got the Sunspots A2 background die right there that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I've got the new Happy Day stamp set, and I'll be using the word birthday. I've also got some pigment powders I'm going to be using. This is lemon yellow, fuchsia red, and turquoise. You can use any pigment powders you have. These are just the ones that I have in my stash. And then I'm going to be using some perfect pearls to activate those powders, as well as some hot pressed watercolor paper. So first we're going to lay down a little bit of lemon yellow, then we're going to come in with some turquoise, and then some fuchsia red. Now the reason I like to use hot pressed watercolor paper is because it's got a smooth surface, and I like to have my shimmer disperse smoothly and evenly. With cold pressed, you're going to have more nooks and crannies in that paper, and the shimmer is going to settle into those nooks and crannies. So here's our panel all nice and dry. I do let it air dry. I don't like to use a heat tool on it because it can change the way that it dries. And so here I'm just showing you a little bit of my process where I determine what I want to cut out. I already have a blue-green color scheme, so I opted to go with the lower right with the purpley blue pinky color scheme. So using a little bit of liquid glue, this is Barely Art glue that's available in the shop as well. And all the products that I'm using today are going to be listed in the description box below. And I hope you click the links and check out the products. So I'm using side folding A2 card base. This is a heavyweight 110-pound card base. And now I'm burnishing that down to make sure everything gets adhered nicely since it's edge to edge. And now I'm taking my little jewel picker and picking up the inner dots that go around the circle that I pieced back in to make sure the color matches. And then I'm going to lift them up and add a little bit of liquid glue and put them back down. Once we get through all those, I'm going to add in our centerpiece, and then we're going to work on our happy summer sentiment. Well, we're going to do the center in a second. So here I'm just showing you that I die cut the words out on a piece of white cardstock, and I'm showing you that I'm just snipping away the H, the first P, and the Y to separate it from the word summer. And that way you get 2 for 1 in the Happy Summer die to be able to use on other cards as well. So some nice versatility with that die set. And now I've added in my centerpiece, and here I will adhere my 3 happy die cuts together to give a nice chipboard effect. And you can see on the bottom of that Y that it's got a bit of a straight edge. And in a little bit, I'm going to show you how we cover that up, and nobody will ever know that you had to snip them away. So once I get that third layer adhered, we're going to move on to our stamping, and just a little bit of stamping today, which is nice. And I'm going to be using my Misty and the word birthday, and I'm just using the die cut panel that I die cut the word Happy Summer out with a little bit of VersaFine Clair in Charming Pink. I thought it went perfectly with the little magenta pinky fuchsia color that's in the card panel. Now here I've cut my strip, and I'm going to just take a little smidge off the bottom of that to make the borders nice and even, just so there's not too much white and unevenness around the word birthday. So here I like to take the rest of my sentiment strip and layer it up. So I'm going to add it to the back of my birthday, snip that off, do it again. I'm going to do it a total of 4 times to give a nice chipboard effect. This is great if you don't have foam tape, or you don't like to use foam tape or foam squares or anything like that, and it gives a nice solid sentiment strip. So here I'm in the home stretch, and I'm going to add my liquid glue to the back of my word happy and place that in the center of the card. And once I get that all lined up and squared away, we are going to add the word birthday. a little bit more liquid glue, and now I'm going to bump it up to the bottom of the Y. And I dropped it down a little bit, so I'm going to scooch it up. Thank God for liquid glue. And now nobody will ever know that you had to snip away that Y from the word summer. So these are the yellow, white, and turquoise enamel dots, and I just placed them there at the bottom ring of the inner circle rather, and I left the top open. And that wraps up the card for me today, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.